Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I'm your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada for this latest, timeless, general, channeled, free tarot message for the download series. So if you're here, there is a purpose and a reason for everything. And there's definitely divine guidance in this. So welcome if you're new. And for all of you returning, welcome back. Thank you for holding it down for the new ones to come around. And if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. You always have responsibility for the choices and decisions you make, so make them responsibly. Let your own intuition guide you as well in this message. And if you have questions, I have answers. They're in the facts, which is in the description box below the video. Before we start pulling cards, soplalo! Thank you, listeners, God, for these perfect messages for today's download. What do we have? From the postcards from Spirit, we'll be pulling our last message that we'll read first. All right, and there it is. And then we'll go into the P and Q Oracle. What is the message from the P and Q Oracle? Designed by my two grandsons. At this point, over a year now, they've been designing cards for this deck. So let's see, what is the download message that I'm to deliver today? One card, please. Thank you. I just had this whole conversation. They were like, well, we flipped it over in the middle of the deck. And I said, yeah, well, that's in the middle of the deck. Have fun with finding it. And then they're like, well, you could have found it like this. Okay, fine. We'll flip it over on top of the deck. Is that okay? Yes, that's freaking fine. Thank you. My goodness. These people got attitude, and I love it. And they love mine too. All right. Thank you. Grandma's birthday and mommy with the confetti can. Ooh, how fun. Oh, the back has, okay, interesting. Has 333. Two of the threes are crossed out. There's stars on it. And so what I see, first off, I'm getting a strong message on the back of the card. So 333. You're a three and two others are threes in some sort of way. Okay. But two of them are lacking the heart, and so there's something here about 3 threes. Two of them, the heart is crossed out, and one has the stars, and it's like destined, and it's destiny, and it's fate, and it's all over it. Interesting. One of these two hearts, there's still, oh, look at this. This looks like the greater than, lesser than, and if that's the case, even though it's kind of sideways, see, there's big challenges there, but greater than, lesser than, it's like, because now it looks like a mountain too. It's like the self-love is greater than loving that, even if that has a permanent marker where this is all like pencil and it never even got filled all the way in. But this one got filled all the way in. So, could be some connections here that we're talking about. Now on the front of the card, there's a strong Aquarius vibe with this. It almost looks like the zodiac sign for Aquarius. Hold on a sec. The zodiac symbol for Aquarius looks like it's all over here. Okay. Somebody is really excited here about seeing some age of, somebody's been focused on age of Aquarius energies and seeing the effects of it. Somebody's sitting and watching and learning. We're going to find out more about this. Let's pull from the Starseed Oracle. What is the download message for today? What's the download message for today? What is spiritually coming into play for the download message today? Thank you. See, one card. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. We have talked recently about zooming out and seeing the larger perspective of things. Sometimes you're so zoomed into it because you're right up in the middle of a situation that you forget the bigger energies at play. And or maybe you've just recently observed what they say, look at the bottom of the deck. Wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. So there's been this waiting period, this pause, this hold up, right? But this hold up is all about perspective. Is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? Oh, speaking of the glass, we'll read from the book on that in a minute, but let's see what the download oracle has for today. Sometimes it's not that you did something wrong. It could be that you were just doing the right thing for the wrong person. And that looks like, so on the front, this is what's going on. But on the back of the card, is there some awareness, some thought on, doing the right thing for the wrong person? But is it the wrong person if it was the choice that you made? Or was it just a perfect person to teach you something that was homegrown for you to learn? Homegrown for you to learn. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot in that. Homegrown for you to learn. Hold on. Yes. Homegrown for you to learn. Oh, okay. Excuse me. We just added a card to one of our decks. Homegrown for you to learn. So what's your perspective? Did you do the right thing for the wrong person, or was it a situation that was homegrown for you to learn through experience? Because, people could tell you all day long. But you like to learn by experience. And I hear by experience. In learning by experience, you can learn by your own experience or by someone else's experience. Interesting. I heard, and you like to do both. And you like to do both. There's certain things that you like to experience for yourself. So you go out there, you cause some chaos, and you come out of it just fine. And there's certain things that you've chosen to learn from others' experiences. What's up? What do we have? What's the song? What's the song? What's the song? What's the song going on out there? What song is playing? What song is playing? I love that. I love the way that just came through. Do I take both of these? No, just the top one. Okay. I was born by the river. Woo! In a little tent. Whoa. And just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know. So you've been knowing this for a long time, that a change had to come. This is a change. It was homegrown for you to learn. Some here was homegrown for you to learn. All right. And the bottom of the deck is let me clear my throat. I've been doing some of that around here lately. Some of y'all might know about this, and some of y'all don't. Some of y'all might be with this, and some of y'all won't. But listen, let me clear my throat. Oh, have mercy, babe. I hope you don't mind. Let me clear my throat. Okay. And with the change gonna come, I feel like the change is now. And it's like, as soon as you cleared your throat, you spoke something out, you got something off your mind, you said something, did something like you had to. And I get strong boundaries, the word boundaries, and self-respect is coming through. And loyalty to yourself. And let me clear my throat. Let's look at 3 factors from the tea leaf fortune cards today. Interesting. Perspective. Sometimes you do the right thing for the wrong person. Or do you? Is it just a homegrown for you to learn by experience? 1, this one stayed in. I'm not taking it. Thank you. Is in your lap. Is that good enough? I heard. Is your lap right in your lap? Is that good enough? Okay. Oh, here's some extras for you since you want to do it that way. Okay, cool. Crack cup. Dissatisfaction with life. Something been dissatisfying, but you know what? In that whole dissatisfying energy, it caused you to speak up. It caused you to lift your voice. It caused you to tell, to talk, to sing, to shout, to get pissed off, to let something be known. You're busted open in some type of way. Emotionally, it feels like emotions just overflowed. What landed on my lap? Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Sometimes the wish you ask for isn't granted and you turn out happier at the end. I heard. You'll be surprised how something you wish for not happening turns out to make you the happier than what if had it happened. Okay. It's interesting. Is it that you've been focused on the wish not granted? Because I'm looking at the cards, the extra cards that flew out, and all I can see is this. And then we have the wishbone over there. A wish is granted. So we have both symbols just staring at me. Is it done? It's already done. Are you celebrating it? And you throw on confetti cans and shit over it, spiritually at least. Because this is now this Aquarius signs. This is looking like vibes. Frequency, baby. Vibes. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I don't know the rest of the words. Okay, over here we have keep your balance with the scales. And it landed with the bag, something important, such as a new job or a raise. Did you get pissed off and say, listen, I'm going to need a raise because I ain't been getting what I deserve in this? Well, the 2 bonus cards that came out says wishbone, a wish is granted. And wow, the heels is laying in reverse underneath it. Obstacles to overcome. And we talked about this little mountain over here, and obstacles is what it represented to me. And it's like, yeah, but there's greater value over here rather than over there or over there. So that little mountain is these hills. The wish is granted. Obstacles and challenges, you on the other side of them. Situation here was homegrown to learn. We always talk in past tense. Some of you are in the middle of it. Some of you are about to meet this experience. Let's see what we got coming out as the overall guidance for today's download, please. And then we'll read what the Starseed Oracle had to say about perspective. Communicate. Time to sit down and have a conversation. Again, is it about verbalizing what has not been working, making that clear, clearing your throat, getting that out? You might have to do it a few times. You might have to clear your throat a few times. There might be more than one instance. Maybe you didn't think of something you needed to say when you cleared your throat. So now you got to clear your throat again. Invest is at the bottom of the deck. Well, just the very fact that you're willing to communicate openly. So some of y'all had unreciprocated relationships because there wasn't an equal investment. And that investment is caring enough that we're talking about today. The investment is caring enough to even offer your true feelings. That is an investment. It's one of the foundational investments, but that our eyes don't always correlate to investment because there's nothing you can hold in your hand to attach it to like you could these coins. But when they show you it this way, and that these coins represents one of your open, honest feelings that you shared about your fears, about what pisses you off, about what you like, about what you don't like, about what you love, what makes you happy, all these different things. So many are now willing to make investment on certain stuff that they've been holding back. Okay. Holding back from themselves, from other people. But when you do, there's something different that happens there. So communication is everything in this situation. Communicating about the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you only know somebody's good side, then you don't really know them, do you? Is that still on there? That would be wild if it was. I had a long time ago when my Facebook profile was new, I put some kind of writing on there, and it was something about, if you can't look at a person and see what their challenges, what their obstacles, or maybe I said what their problem is. I don't know what I said. It was too long ago. I'm gonna see if I can find it on here. Then you might not be ready because you don't even know who this person is. All you see is like rose-colored glasses. But if you could look at the person and be like, well, you know what, you kind of do this a little, like you kind of got this going on, and but still really care for them, love them, want to be around them, etc. There's something there about that. Okay, I don't see it on there. I wouldn't even know how to access it. It used to be right in my profile. I don't know, whatever. You get the gist of it. So let's get into your tarot cards. I am going to start off with the Psychic Tarot for the Heart again. I really am liking these cards that I'm using right now. So, what's the download message that I'm to deliver today? Thank you. Flip it and put it right in my hand. Heart chakra energy. This is you, all in your heart chakra. Let's see. The heart chakra is a turning point. It's a connective energy from all below to all above. Even in your own chakra structure of the 7 basic chakras, of which there are more chakras, but even we haven't delved into that because these are the ones we need focused on right now. Until these are done, the others are worthless for you to know about. That heart chakra got to be right. A blocked heart chakra, when ones will not open up and speak about how they really feel. They only talk about the good times, for the good times. Yeah, but what about the other times? See, without the difficult times, there are no good times. But how do you talk about the difficult times? When you're talking about the difficult times, does it just lower the vibration for everyone, or does it leave it on a higher vibration? Does it come with the how it was homegrown for you to learn, the experience of it, the lesson of it, the perspective shift that happened, the fluctuation in your energy that's caused by these experiences, or have you not had them yet? Or have you not had them yet? See, two people could tell the same story, but one of them is going to tell it and everybody's vibe will drop. Another person can relate the same experience and everybody's vibration will raise. What's the difference? The difference is perspective. One here stays focused only on the broken wishbone. One stays focused only on the broken wishbone. There's another here who sees the flip side of the energy. Like we said, is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? So is it broken wishbone, or somehow everything is always working out for me, even if I don't know? Because wishbones are about good luck and having a wish fulfilled. Sometimes that wish fulfillment, and sometimes the wish fulfillment is not what you really want, and sometimes the broken wishbone is not what you really want. But your perspective about everything and where you leave it at the end of the cycle, at the end of the telling of the story, is this something that is working out for you or not working out for you? Is it destroyed? Is it there? Is it possible or is it impossible? When even the word impossible is telling you I'm possible. I'm possible. I am it. It is me. I'm possible. All obstacles have been overcome. Yeah, because of getting in here. What is in here? How's that heart functioning these days? Are you open, honest, and vulnerable with yourself? Because if you're not, you might have a difficult time being open, honest, and vulnerable with the others in your experience too. And often when others have difficulties being open, honest, and vulnerable with you, it's an indication of how much of their own truth they've seen. Through love and unconditional love, compassion, harmony, and healing is possible in the relationships. And not only is it possible, I'm possible, but it is inevitable. It is the eventuality. So here you are in love. You're in love. Honey, you're in love. Love. Never knew what I was missing. Okay. Let's see what we have at the bottom of the deck. Hello. Did we not just sing this out, love? It's right there. You've had love. You've been healing your heart. There's some energy come out. At the end of the day, these are two people with the Lover's card at the bottom of the deck. These are two people who are brought together with purpose. Brought together by divine energies for love and light learning. They're connected. There's spiritual connection, not just physical connection. They vibe with one another. Feels good. Okay, it feels good to know that you're there for me. It feels good to know that you wanna be around. It feels good to know you love me. Okay. So Lover's energy, heart chakra, from the Heart and Hands Tarot. Two of Swords. And the first thing I heard was stalemate. 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 And it's going off like an alarm, resounding over and over. like that. But it says stalemate. Stalemate. Still okay. See the end. I heard the end or the beginning. Which is it? All right. One more card, tarot card here, before we get into our oracles. From the beautiful people at DeBry, today I'm featuring the Lustrous Tarot. There's a link below the video. Get yourself 20% off. I really like the way the lines and the colors, and the cards are really pretty. The 8 of Swords. Are you focused or are you stuck in your head? Are you focused or are you stuck in your head? Creating an ongoing, perpetual situation in yourself because of an unwillingness to move, an unwillingness to take action. Or are you focused? Are you focused on a stalemate or are you focused on peace? Because the 2 of Swords is the Lord of Peace in the Hermetic Tarot. And so there's this idea of being at peace. And with the 2 of Swords, I often see it because it's a 2, it relates back to the High Priestess, and she's the one who channels in the messages. So is this taking time? Maybe holding on. Are you holding off on a handshake because you're intuitively guided? Whatever that handshake is representing today. And you're focused on your heart? Let's see. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? The Death card. A whole transformation in you. By focusing on your heart and focusing on healing your heart, is coming through. You've had a strong focus on healing your heart. It's caused you to separate yourself from certain experiences, from certain connections, and a lot of ideas are being let go of. You're in your heart energy right now. You're very focused on what you love, who you love, and how you can better that, how you can balance that, how you can overcome any obstacles in that. If you're in that phase, you will overcome these obstacles. You will find the balance. If you're already finding the balance and overcoming the obstacles and you can see that, then you're actually there. Then you're actually there. So when does the obstacle become put behind you and it's celebration time, I hear? Okay. There's a perspective here somebody's been holding about doing the right thing for the wrong person, but it was homegrown for you to learn. And why? Because you chose to learn by experience. Okay. So we're going to read this persevere. I said persevere. I meant to say perspective. Okay, this perspective card from the Starseed Oracle. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Take a step back. Look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinkered vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Change your perspective. Shift your point of view and zoom out, out, out. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. We see the planet as ours to own and conquer, pillaging the land and setting ourselves up for our eventual extinction. We build fences and walls and create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what has been severed. This moment is a breath in the timeline of your life. This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe, and the known universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. Take a moment to see the bigger picture, to find common ground, to find deep compassion in your heart, to gain a greater perspective of humanity in this fleeting moment in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the time of all that is, was, and ever will be. Oh my God, I've been saying that for so long. Thank you, Lesser God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. All right. Perspective, huge. How are you being called to change your perspective? It's time to take a step back. What has been worrisome to you is a distraction. How can there be unity and love? How can there be unity and love? All right. Let's see what we have from the heart and hands. We have the psychic tarot for the hearts and the lustrous. Okay, psychic tarot for the heart chakra first up. The key facts are its color is green, the sound is yam, the element is air, the gland is the thymus, the keywords are I love. Parallel to the heart chakra represents unconditional love, compassion, harmony, relationships, and healing. It's believed to be the link between mind, body, and soul. To activate this chakra, take a moment to send from your heart loving, healing energy in the form of blue and green waves. Blue for peace, green for healing. Send this to everyone and everything unconditionally. This love will be returned to you for your own healing. I love. All right. Two of Swords energy. What do we have? From the heart and hands tarot. A handshake passes between crossed swords. An agreement has been struck, but both sides still grip their weapons. Tensions may be high, but an accord can be found. This card suggests that cooler heads will prevail. A conflict between opposing ideas or forces reaches a state of stability. This may be a stalemate, deadlock, or ceasefire, but is more likely an alliance or a meeting of the minds. Clear communication and impartial examination of both sides brings harmony. In reverse, a balance of power has been disturbed, causing conflict and irrationality. Duplicity, cynicism, or intellectual dishonesty may cloud judgment. Discord may be rooted in power imbalances, intellectual or otherwise. Confrontation may be required to restore stability. I feel like reverse is what you've been through, and I feel like, seriously, it literally is playing out like this is where you're at now. So that's what I see there. Let's see what we have from this book for the Eight of Swords energy. You must address negative thinking, anxiety, and self-denial, or remain trapped in a mental downward spiral. Symbolism. A woman is bound and blindfolded, surrounded by 8 swords, showing us how completely trapped she is. Could be feeling trapped and restricted, or victimhood and hopelessness. I'm glad I told my meanings there first, because that makes better sense with everything here. Maybe you are feeling trapped, or you have been feeling trapped in your head. If you do, there's nothing wrong with that too. But if you do, then this is about you learning how to get in your heart chakra and find peace and resolve issues before they come issues. Okay, I'm hearing getting ahead of the ball. What ball? The ball of peril. The ball of peril is just like thinking about that bitch Cheryl. For somebody, the bitch's name was Cheryl. I don't know who the fuck Cheryl is. I don't even know a Cheryl right now. But there's a Cheryl here. and then there's Sean John. Somebody likes to wear Sean John, whatever. But the point of it is, can we stay on the story? All those details, you could tell them that personally, let me just do this, okay? Because there's a lot of different people with different situations and circumstances. So here you are, figuring out how to take time to make a decision, to do things wisely. You're finding peace with yourself and making peace with the ideas that used to keep you stuck and block your heart chakra. And a lot of it had to do with betrayals from the past, betrayals from the past, betrayals from the past. Why are you saying it 3 times? So that in their memory, it'll last. Okay. Let's get your oracles for your position. All right. From the Island Time Wellness, what's going on here? What's the download? What's the download? What's really going on here in your energy? What it really is. What it really is. Are you going to, thank you. It's going to, I heard it took a while for you to find out what it really is. It actually took you some time to understand this about yourself. But this is what it really is. Karmic relationship. Fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. I feel like what I hear is the biggest part of this, is letting go and loving you more than that karmic relationship. Took it a long time to do this, but doing this is peace. Somebody else is watching this and they're saying, yeah, but I'm still caught up in a karmic relationship now, Melinda. Well, this is giving you guidance on exactly how to come out of that. Okay. There's a communication. There's a communication happening here. It's happening in your spirit. It's happening while you're sleeping in your dreams. It's happening in your physical world as well. And it's definitely happening in your head. What your spirit is trying to get you to do right now. What your spirit trying to get you to do right now. What they want you to see. Do I take both of these? I heard yes immediately. Surprise! Surprise. And what else? Ooh, payoff. Surprise payoff. Okay. So it's like Spirit is trying to get you to see the surprise payoff in whatever situations, however they've worked out. Once you have this perspective shift, it's amazing how you open up energy in your life. What I see is every time you have a perspective shift that raises your vibration, it helps. What it does is it opens up this gate of restriction. So there's something that don't happen because of a feeling of restriction, because of a perspective of doing the right thing for the wrong person. Something about that. All right. What's at the bottom of this deck? Excitement. Spirit was trying to get you to understand the cause of the excitement that's been going on in your experience. Okay. And when I say excitement, I'm getting a strong vibe with that word chaos. the energy picking up so much that if you're not in the right place, or if you're surrounded by contrasting energies, there's a lot of static that happens there energetically, and it creates literal experiences with other people that's like combustive. We gonna argue, we gonna fight, we gonna break something tonight. Somebody is what it was. Interesting. What was at the bottom of the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle? Let's see. Stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Stabbed in the back. Sometimes you did the right thing for the wrong person and shit got crazy and somebody felt stabbed in the back. Either you or somebody actually stabbed someone in the back physically. Not for all of you, but for somebody it is. Okay. What you actually doing in this, or what should you be doing in this? Let's see. Something about the physicality. Let's see what come out. Share and nurture. See what's at the bottom of the deck. These cards are flipped every which way. Insight, wisdom, and visual I have written down there. And there's an emphasis on in and sight. So like the wisdom from within. Stop listening to other people's ideas. Stop talking about it with others. Focus inwardly about this cracked cup, about this dissatisfaction with life. A perspective shift about the dissatisfaction with life is paying off now. But you've been very focused on it. It's a different type of thought pattern, a different type of processing, a different perspective entirely that isn't grasped or understood immediately. It takes time to learn to view from this zoomed out perspective. It takes time to perfect the hearing from this zoomed out perspective. The bottom of the Handmade Oracles. Fun. Get you some. Well, honey, if you got to get you some fun, you ain't been having no fun. Somebody here about getting some. What does that mean to you? Okay. These needed to go in here. So, something was no longer fun. A decision was made. Two were brought together in a beautiful way for a beautiful reason. But then came the changing of the season. Okay. My word is my bond. Ooh. This is a newer addition to the deck. I just made this last night. My word is my bond. When this card came up, it was like, I really do what I say I'm going to do. If I didn't make it there, you should be calling to see what happened to me, because definitely something happened to me. If I said I was coming through, I'm coming through. If I said it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. If I don't show up, you need to be finding out what the fuck happened to me. Check on me. If I said I was showing up and I didn't show up. If I said I was going to do something and I didn't do something, you might want to check on me, because that don't really happen. I know how to say, nope, actually, I'm barely just going live with the download now, so I'm not available at that time to go hang out with you. Rather than say, yeah, and then, no, I'm going to sit here and do this reading. Now, I don't know if this reading going to be, clearly it's going to be at least 1 hour, because we are barely in one position here at 42 minutes in. And I don't know if it's going to be 2 or 3 or 4 hours. I don't know what spirit got in mind today for me in this reading, but I know that I'm about to do this. So rather than say I'll be there, I can't tell you how many times I've sat somewhere because somebody said I'll be there, I'm on my way, and then in an hour I get another message talking about oh, I'm leaving now. And it's like, huh? That is not, my word is my bond, and your word is your bond, because you've been a person of your word. But you've been in these karmic relationships with people who are not of their word. There was some big lessons in that. That was part of homegrown for you to learn. Okay. Just because you're honest and you always going to try to do the right thing, don't think that everybody else is always going to be honest and try to do the right thing. Just because that's how you are, that's how you are. That doesn't mean that's how they are. Trust and believe. All right. The situation. Yeah, okay. The situation. We have the 4 of Pentacles that says open up. And as I said, open up, it sounded like off in the distance there was a knocking. So I don't know if that was physical outside or if I'm just hearing that, but listen. It's like there's a knock. Somebody open up. Somebody come knocking at your door, ask you to open up the door. The 6 of Swords is here. Interesting. The 6 of Swords is talking about moving it away from struggles, getting out of struggles, figuring things out, things starting to smooth over, calmness. Finally, things are flowing. Everything feels like it's getting into ease now. Things are getting better now. Some of the problems, some of the fucked up shit that was going on, it's not happening no more. We've created distance from that. We're away from that now. We're safe now. The 9 of Pentacles. This is about independence, singleness. self-reliance, your focus on spirituality. There's a comfortable living here. There's some time available. And right now, this is showing me the way she's looking at that bird. Relying on your spirit, relying on that intuition as you learn to understand their voice through some experiences, that's where the gains are. And that leads to physical world gains. So one thing that we talked about a few years ago, actually, is what I'm getting. I haven't really talked too much about is what is the vibration? What's your frequency? It's the sum total of all your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your beliefs. And it serves as the core engine that's going to spin everything else. Okay. So that has to be spinning right first. Then once that's spinning right, and that's the heart chakra. And so you've been repairing your heart chakra in these mind mechanics here. Okay. Once that's spinning right, that engine is going to turn this gear and that gear and this part and move those pistons, and everything else can do its job right. But that heart chakra is a main light that's got to be turned on. And this Four of Pentacles is a 4. Okay. If any of those gears, if there's a broken belt, if there's anything caught up in the gears, if any of the bearings are bad, any of those things will be known once this engine gets spinning. Once that heart gets spinning, it will show you where all the other problems are. All the other malfunctions will be brought to the surface, brought to awareness once that engine is turned on. The mechanic, when you take him in a car and you tell him something's wrong with it, for most of the stuff, he's going to tell you, okay, turn the engine on so you can find out where the problem is. Some stuff, he's going to want to drive that car to tell you where that engine, what's wrong with that car. Okay. Anything in the body, in the suspension, in the braking system, in the cooling system, all of that stuff, you won't know if the car is not turned on. So in this situation, the heart has to be turned on in order to find the awareness of where the issues lie. That heart being turned on, interesting. It's like it's been trying to crank for a long time. And I just hear, and I was like, oh boy. And it's like, vroom. And then I can hear a squeaky belt going. There's a squeaky belt, okay? A squeaky belt going. And then it sounds really freaking loud because there's no muffler on it. There's no muffler on it. Okay. So, interesting. Things are getting better. Because the heart chakra, you've been doing all this work on your heart chakra, you've become aware of all these different things that's going on. We've talked recently about a storm. Okay, somebody here, were you giving verbal offerings, is the way I'm hearing, verbal offerings to what was in order to remove it from your situation, from your experience. If it came out pissed off, it's going to leave pissed off. If it came out in crying, it's going to leave crying. If it came in sighing, it's going to leave sighing. If it came in with joy, it's going to go out with joy. But there's this flow that's happening in you. They can't be denied anymore. It's about a change happening in you, and it's related to all this different stuff that you collected from your experiences. You decided to get you some fun. Turn your heart chakra on in some type of way. You started learning about piecing together information about your soul experience and your soul growth and evolution from all these karmic relationships you've had. These are not just love relationships. This is parents. This is siblings. This is teachers. This is students that were friends of yours. This is acquaintances. This is a fucking high school bully. Karmic relationships. Okay. Or the middle school bully or the elementary school bully. Okay, the Phoenix. In this connection, in this situation, in this experience, the Phoenix is what's happening here. This is, I'll tell you what's going on. I hear, okay. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. And way back when, in what was it, 2008, I put my first meme together before they were called memes, because you know they're named after me. I'm Melinda, so whoever has been getting all these great investments off of spying on my life named memes me, and it's interesting. Anyways, keep going. Okay. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, change mind. Whatever the situation was, it taught you so much. So you had to, with the Phoenix, for its new phase, it burns up. The Phoenix gotta die to rise again. This is what the Phoenix does. Okay, so you go through this energy of transformation. Okay, I hear you. The Phoenix is also the highest vibration of the scorpionic energy. Okay. Yes, it's a Scorpio. It's also an eagle. And it's also a Phoenix. Thank you. And I know that. Okay. Yes. In this experience, patience, divine timing, temperance. Temperance card energy, but the word is patience. Okay. And it's coming out with the word healing. Healing is one of my key words for the temperance card. Some of you will feel like you're in a connection with a higher level soulmate or a twin flame. Some of you, this situation had something big happen during the time of Sagittarius. We're talking about an experience that happened during the time of Sagittarius. For someone, you were at your friend's house when this happened, and it was a Sagittarius. A big change. For some of you, this is where you made a decision to let go of a connection to open up opportunities in your life. For some of you, this is where you decided, man, I'm just going to be single. I don't even want to do this no more. I'm cool. Cool on trying to bring somebody that close into my world. Somebody said, I've been stabbed in the back enough times by these energies. And I've been fooled enough times by these energies. Let's see how long you can be my friend now. Just a friend, you said. Okay, in this experience, compromising at this time will only serve as delay, distraction, or possibly even disaster. Divine timing is at play. Now is not the time for something going on in this energy. We didn't do trivia cards. Let's get our I know trivia for your position before we go any further. Your word is your bond, karmic relationship, surprise payoff. Nurture and share. What you gonna nurture and share with your surprise payoff, baby? Now is a beautiful time for you to incorporate that into your meditations. What are you going to nurture and share? Who are you going to nurture and share with? Okay, with your surprise payoff. There's a surprise payoff coming in here. All right. In your position, we have, the clover, the shamrock. Good luck, good fortune. And that green, baby. It's all about the green, baby. Okay. Clovers, true or false? Clovers with more than 10 leaves have been discovered. Is that true or false? Interesting. Okay. That's true. A clover with 18 leaves was found in Japan, 2002. The bell, we gave it a couple of extra rings on the bell. It's going to take a little bit longer than you thought. Interesting here. Quentin made this and he brought this to me today. And it has its own little words right there. And what it's supposed to say is, I like your cut, G. But this is Quentin's little thing. And he cut it out. And he's like, look at the sword. So there's something coming up in your energy about cut game hard, cut game real. I will cut a bitch off. Don't play with me. I will cut your ass off. Something like that coming through. It just came to pick this up and show it. In the middle of the guy, it looks like he tried to write, I like your cut G again. But it looks like, I like you, E rug. RUG. That's somebody's initials. That's coming. It was sitting here on the table and I saw they were like, yeah, talk about it. I'm like, okay. So your cut game is real. Now look at the mouth on this thing. Like there's some harsh teeth, sharp teeth. Looks like my stiletto nails. A little bit shorter, like little puppy claws. I like your cut, G. So there's something about your words really could cut. All right. Go back to this trivia card. A huge distraction. Is that why you cut? Because it was a huge distraction. There was a game plan here. I was going to read through all these questions right quick, then channel all the answers. But there was two extra things. There was two extra things that had to be dealt with here. That's why there was two extra rings on the bowl. All right. So clovers with more than 10 leaves have been discovered. That was true. A clover with 18 leaves was found in Japan in 2002. Multiple choice question. Clover flowers do not come in which color? Is it red, or orange, red, or white? Clover flowers do not come in orange. Okay. Interesting. Open-ended question. Which youth organization administered by the U.S. Department of Agriculture uses a four-leaf clover as its symbol? 4-H. Okay. So, orange. The heart chakra, when it's healed, there is no wanting. There is only a having. When it's really healed. And everything from where you are to there is about getting there. But it's also like this understanding that once that heart chakra is opened up and you're really blessing your experience, the way it's coming through, you're really blessing your home, blessing everything that's you've got going on in your life, seeing the higher perspective of it. You're seeing the difference between the glass half full and the glass half empty. And you beginning to choose half full. And you're like, what I have, this is what I have. Is it what I have or what I don't have? There's a strong energy here of having coming up for you. In your karmic relationships, that was one of the causes of it, was that you were always in this, well, I want more of your time. I want more of your love. I want you to tell me the truth. Either you or whoever you were dealing with, they want. Some of you were the one that was wanting and somebody else wasn't opening up. For some of you, it was they wanted you to open up more and you just wasn't having it. You weren't trying to open up like that to them. Why? Because you understand that you got to be careful about who you're doing the right thing for. And you also got to be careful to make sure that you learn any lessons. Because everybody don't come to the table like you do. Honest. Your word is your bond. Okay. 4-H. Again, further emphasis on the fourth chakra being the heart chakra. Hello. This is for your heart chakra. Again. All right, because you're keeping that heart chakra flowing in a beautiful way. You've already learned what it's like to play in the energy of staying in a situation that's not loving you back, that's bringing you nothing but wanting and lack. You know what that feels like. You know what it feels like to make that heart chakra flow backwards. It's going to be different. It's going to feel different as you get that heart chakra flowing forward. Okay. If you're receptive of a little bit of that, of a focus, assistance here, then give your yes. Whew. Please and thank you. All right. That's what we have in your position. Let's go to the second round of I Know Trivia about this situation. We have the Bluetooth. Before I read this card, I'm immediately getting like Bluetooth. This is connecting, wireless connection. You don't have to be wired in to be connected. So it gives the vibe of when my daughter and I, the other day we came out of the room and it's like, something came up in conversation. I couldn't even tell what it was today. But what came up was this. And nobody on this earth has walked out of their room in the morning without getting getting a telepathic download of what I was wearing and decided to match me. It used to happen all the time with us. We will both come out wearing the same thing. And because we both wore girly clothes and we were both tall and whatever, I would buy her size and my size when we really like something. We both get it. She was a little girl back then. She was a kid. It was fun to be able to dress like mommy. She was happy when she hit women's sizes and could dress the same outfits as mommy, especially when we found stuff that we both like. Oh, it was on. And then even if it wasn't the same exact thing, because we had bought it together, it was actually like we would both come out with the same type of colored jeans and a color t-shirt or something like that. Okay. So there's a connection here. And there's synchronicities in this connection. There don't have to be, so it's like your brains are communicate. Your brains are communicating. Speak to their spirit. Speak to their spirit. Speak to their spirit. This way you know for a fact they'll hear it. Ho'oponopono the situations that feel impossible and find out how I'm possible. Ho'oponopono. Okay. More cards right during the show. More learning and rabbit holes right during the show. Ho'oponopono. I am sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. In a word, I am sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. All right, another new card for our message today. Speak to their spirit. If you can't, if their ears don't hear you, if they're in this place where they're not at you, you coming up with some situation that feels like the wrong thing for the wrong person. Ho'oponopono. You and your partner got into it, and y'all ain't talking right now. Ho'oponopono. Your child is mad at you, and you all ain't talking right now. Ho'oponopono. You upset at your mom and daddy who died a long time ago, or are they still here? Ho'oponopono. You mad at yourself because something you did? Ho'oponopono. For yourself, too. You mad at God because somebody died and God always takes his brightest angels to heaven, some shit like that they talk about. Ho'oponopono. Because it's, dude, this is like a very powerful, I'm hearing incantation, spell. It's very powerful grouping of words. There's healing here. It's divine timing. And Bluetooth. Let's get into your second round of trivia. True or false? Bluetooth is named for the jagged signal pattern made by devices using this standard. False. The name comes from Viking King Harold Bluetooth. Okay. Multiple choice question. Which of these is Bluetooth used for? Backup power supply, the operating system for BlackBerry devices, or wireless connection between devices? Wireless connection between devices. Open-ended question. Bluetooth is managed by Bluetooth SIG. What does SIG stand for? Special Interest Group. The group consists of over 30,000 member companies. Interesting. Special Interest Group. Okay. You and this person, or you and whoever's in this with you, in your experience, is part of a special interest group about healing and patience and transformation and opening up that heart chakra and making peace and moving out of difficulties and battles into a peaceful place through transformation, through healing, through ho'oponopono. Okay. You are not always with this person. And there's this understanding that once the connection has been established, it will always be right there unless you do. But you can't delete this. You can always connect. Okay. And there's the energy here of you can always connect to God. I heard you can always connect to God because you can't disconnect from God. Okay. Interesting. And because you're always connected to me, and I'm always connected to all of you, you're always connected to all of you. Okay. Perspective. How is this perspective serving the greater good? Okay. How is this situation, was what we meant to say, serving the greater good? And they said, no, both were perfect. How is this perspective serving the greater good? And how is this situation serving the greater good? Okay. Viking King Harold. What is Viking King Harold most known for? The first king to claim sovereignty over all Norway. His rule is said to have lasted for 73 years, and his nickname derived from his beautiful hair. Notably, Harold is here described as being the first to rule the entire coastal region of Norway, as opposed to all of Norway. Okay, and his apparently they call him Harold Fairhair. Interesting. Okay. What else? He converted the Danes and the Norwegians to Christianity. Religious conversion. Conversion of belief is the way that's coming up in this situation. Maybe somebody has mainstream religion in here and they're not understanding what else potential was there this whole time being taught, but not by the masses, but it was being taught in the good book. I've found some different and interesting information that I've come across in my years. And one of the most influential people who I ever watched one of their lectures was Santos Bonacci. And he talks about syncretism. Okay. And so what he does is he looks at all these different beliefs and he helps you understand how it's just different vernaculars, so to speak, of the same. It might just be one N. I'm not sure. How it's all interrelated and how they're really all saying the same thing. And that made so much sense to me. It made my heartstrings sing. It made sense. It sounded logical, reasonable, and it spoke to my spirit. So some of you might want to research that, check him out. I'm not sure if it has two ends or one, but I think really it's going in the deck too. Okay. All right. Let's look at the other side of the table. What's happening over here? We have listen, High Priestess energy. We were already talking about that. So if this is about two individuals, both individuals are listening to their intuition. Both are in this phase. Okay. One is giving the information and one is receiving the information. One has learned the information. One channels the information. And the other sits and receives it as the one channels it through. Somebody here works with water. We have earth, wind, and fire, baby, right here in our hand. And I am the water, but throughout the show, we take in the water. So there is definitely about teacher energy. Usually the Hierophant is a teacher. So there's heavy emphasis on a female spiritual teacher. One who channels. The High Priestess. She knows the secrets of the universe. And she knows that not everybody is ready for every bit of them. That it comes in doses, I hear, in doses. According to one's own state of readiness. Some people, when you mention syncretism, wrote that down or took a screenshot when you put that piece of paper up there. Other people didn't really hear it. Interesting. Each one perfect for where they're at this time. Some of you have had experiences here, or whoever this person is. We're going to keep talking to you. Apply it as it resonates. Have had experiences where you know things that don't make sense for you knowing. And you've been taught directly by the divine. And you were given a lot of information at once. It seemed like the most you could bear. Because sometimes certain levels of this awakening will change your entire awareness of your reality. And some consciousnesses aren't quite ready to accept that. So giving someone too much at once, sometimes you've had the experience where you didn't hear anything that was being said in a conversation. And it's because it was so far out of your vibration. Sometimes you walk away from a conversation, don't know what you've talked about, and cannot remember at all. That conversation didn't really vibe with you. Some people you've told these divine secrets to, and they heard them. It's in their programming brain. It's there. It's been received. But did it make any sense? Not at that time. Their consciousness wasn't ready to perceive it, wasn't ready to believe it, wasn't ready to understand it. So patience in this healing game is really going on. There's an understanding of how all things work together for the greatest good. How even through the dark experiences, you can create empowerment and light. That even in the dark, there is light. For dark and light would not exist without one another. Okay. If one of them failed to exist, there would only be acknowledgement of a being, and it would revert into nothingness. Without awareness of light, there is no awareness of dark, and without awareness of dark, there is no awareness of light. You understand this, or someone does in your experience. Thank you. And from this place, there's an understanding of when to serve milk and when to serve filet mignon with a glass of wine. Okay. Yes, honey.
Can I watch 12 of these?
I guess you could out there though, because I'm still doing my show right now. I'm still live. So would you guys do me a favor and go back out?
But can I stay in here?
No, because you're a big distraction right now. So go on and go out so I can finish what I was talking about. I know you want to stay. There'll be a time where you can stay, but it's not going to be today. Thank you so much for coming in with this perfect distraction, but it's time for you to go now.
But every other time to be quiet.
And how many times were you quiet and then you started jumping off the bed or running back and forth or sneaking around? So many. I'm really done discussing this. I'm going to need you both to get out before I get live on this live and close my door so I can continue and finish. The sooner I finish, the sooner I'll be available. That was all. Close it all the way, Princeton. Don't play. That was very perfect and divine and channeled. He was asking if he could watch the series 12 Monkeys. Okay, it's a little grown up, but shoot, if you watch the Avengers, you see people shooting at people too. 12 Monkeys, have you seen it? It's a sci-fi series. I've been watching it on Hulu. We were talking about oneness is noneness. In that show, there's somebody trying to collapse time by making time basically like fold in on itself. And if that happens, then it will be a perpetual nothing. So they're trying to stop that from happening in this whole series. So there's something about that. While he was talking, I saw the Ouroboros. I was moved to mention the Ouroboros earlier. It's the snake that eats its tail. It's a symbol of perpetual cycles of rebirth and death. I see that on this side of the table, we have somebody who understands the perpetual cycles of earth and death. They understand how things come together and how one thing is born and another thing dies so that that can happen. Okay, whether that's an idea, strong emphasis on ideas here with all the swords energy on the table. Okay, what else was there? You're being a distraction right now. Okay, I'm going to need you to go, but I can stay and I can be quiet and I'll behave myself. I promise if you let me back in, I'll behave myself. If you let me stay, I'll behave myself. No. See, we already tried that before and that didn't work. You proved to be a distraction again. And I have an important thing that I need to do that I feel fulfilled in doing, which is my show. So you and your distractions, you can stay when I'm done with what I got to do. But while I'm doing what I got to do, you're going to have to leave. So again, the energy of a decision, because there's something that was fun to you that you needed to do. And you ended something so that you can get to it. Because whatever was here was a distraction. I strongly am being shown how, you could try to love somebody and bring them into your world. And we were talking about that. You said to yourself, I'm done trying to bring somebody into my world. Because you bring them into your world and they're a distraction. So until somebody can show that they can sustain in your world, you're not interested in bringing somebody into your world. And they're going to have to show it from out there. Because you still got shit to do now. They can only be on the outside of your world right now. This room right now coming through as my world. You love them. I freaking love the boys. I love them. You love them. But these two, big distraction for you. In what? In healing your heart? In this life purpose of yours? Okay. It's easier to channel without disruptive energies in the room. But you've gotten better at that. And actually, it's easier to channel no matter where it's at. You just like the focus that comes in when you sanctify the time and the space to the purpose. Okay. You sanctify the time and the space to the purpose. So somebody here sanctifying the time and the space for the purpose. Okay. The hermit. A solitary figure. Someone who listens to their inner voice. They go into their own world. They see how they feel about something. Heavy emphasis on Virgo energy here. because both the Hermit and the High Priestess are ruled by the zodiac of Virgo. Somebody who is not consulting their friends or their families or their relatives. Somebody's consulting their spirit. Somebody here is a person that gets consulted by many for their spiritual guidance because of their ability to listen to the voice of spirit and channel that information and bring it down and expound upon it in words to be heard by others. Okay. The Six of Pentacles. And I tap the bell. So ding, 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 we have a winner. With the Six of Pentacles, you get what you deserve. There's reciprocation, and you have plenty to spare and share. So somebody here has plenty to spare and share. They give it out. Is this the time that you invest? Yes. Is this the energy that you use in sharing your gifts? Yes. Is it your finances? Yes. It's all of it. From every part of what you are, wherever there is a surplus, wherever there is plenty, you give. You have plenty to spare and share. Keys on a ring. On this side of the table, we have keys on a ring. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Keys on a ring. What I see with this image is that it's standing out. These are three very different keys, different sizes, different types, but they're all connected. I'm hearing key information. Then there's that energy of the three and the three and the three. And then the energy of the two hearts with the one star. Keys on a ring. Many options, decision. So someone here has a decision. They have many options here. They have opportunity here. And did somebody here make a decision to keep a secret, to go independent, keep a secret, but yet there was stringing somebody along, cookie crumbing, somebody here cookie crumbing, bread crumbing, thank you. Not cookie crumbing. For somebody, it was all about the cookie. Okay, but it was bread crumbing going on. A one-night stand for somebody. Somebody more interested in sex than a one-night stand. Somebody here had a lot of people that had come into their experience and they chose to stay single because all these people want out here is just a fucking one-night stand. They just want to have an open relationship and shit like that. Unconventional relationship. Somebody's like, I'm not like that. Okay. Deceased. This person's gone through a lot of transformation about their ideas, about and they're like, what love life? My love life is dead. And then we have the word expect. And a big emphasis on the letter X. Yeah, Xing out experiences. Okay. Intuition. Okay. Somebody here is like, listen, I expect change to happen. As I've said no to this and I've said no to that. I've said yes to this and I've said yes to that. And this is what I said yes to. And this is what I said yes to. And I expect more of that as I've been giving my order clearly to the universe by what I say yes to and what I say no to and what I choose to give my focus to. Change happens. I heard a changing of the guard. I see at the crossroads. And then, okay. It's, hold on. Crossroads lyrics, Bone Thugs and Harmony. All right. That's going on the deck. Now tell me what you're going to do when there ain't nowhere to run. Tell me what, when judgment comes for you, and what you're going to do when there ain't nowhere to hide. When judgment comes for you, because it's going to come for you. Says, let's bring it in for Wally. Easy sees Uncle Charlie. Lil Boo, God's got him, and I'm going to miss everybody. I only roll with Bone my gang. Look to where they lay when playing with destiny. Plays too deep for me to say. Lil Lazy came to me, told me if he should decease, well then please. Bury me by my grand, and when you can, come follow me. God bless you working on a plan to heaven. Follow the Lord all 24/7 days. God is who we praise. Even though the devil's all up in my face, but he keeping me safe and in my place, say grace. For the case to race with a chance to face the judge, and I'm guessing my soul won't budge. Grudge because there's no mercy for thugs. Oh, what can I do? It's all about our family and how we roll. Can I get a witness? Let it unfold. We live in our lives to eternal our soul. Pray and we pray every day, and we pray. Still we lace. Now follow me, roll, stroll. Whether is tell of his heaven, come, let's go take a visit of people that's long gone. Darius, Wally, Easy, Terry, Boo. It's steadily creeping up on the family. Exactly how many days we got lasting. While you laughing, we're passing away. So y'all go rest y'all souls, because I know I'm going to meet you up at the crossroads. Y'all know y'all forever got love from the Bone Thugs, baby. Okay. All right. Okay, that's it. All right. No, they said no, read it. Now, Easy's long gone, really wish he would come home. But when it's time to die, gotta go bye-bye. All a thug could do is cry. Why they kill my dog? And man, I miss my Uncle Charles. Y'all, he shouldn't be gone in front of his home. What they did to Boo was wrong. Oh, so wrong. Oh, so wrong. Gotta hold on. Gotta stay strong. When the day comes, better believe Bone got a shoulder you can lean on. Okay, so there's been a lot of loss. Okay, but there's something here about working on a plan to heaven. Follow the Lord all 24/7 days. God is who we praise, even though the devil's all up in my face, but he keeping me safe and in my place. Say grace. I love it. For the case to race with a chance to face the judge. And I'm guessing my soul won't budge. So somebody here is like, look, I got to answer for what the fuck I do. I need to do this thing that is important. Okay. That is important to me. Somebody's following their soul calling. And so maybe they stringing somebody along. They got a mission to do. Whether they know it or not. Somebody here didn't step up to their mission, so the situation is deceased. Let's see what we have. Insecurity. I was afraid to go further, for I knew that there was much I was risking by being vulnerable. Somebody pulled back in this on the other side of the table, especially where this is about another person in experience. Somebody here pulling back, afraid to go further, afraid to be vulnerable. Maybe it was just a one-night stand because of that. Maybe you've been wondering why you haven't heard from somebody. Maybe you've been wondering what the fuck happened. Everything seemed great. They're afraid of being vulnerable. They're insecure. And they're like, should we just kill it? In the lyrics to the song, there was something about being deceased, and the deceased card is here. Somebody feels like another person is, they don't have enough for the other person in some type of way. Okay. The singer is showing up here, and her name is Selena Gomez. So let's see what's good for our third round of trivia. True or false? Gomez's first TV role was on Hannah Montana. False. Her first TV role was on Barney and Friends when she was 10. Okay. Multiple choice question. At the age of 17, Gomez became the youngest ambassador yet for which charity organization? United Way, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, or UNICEF? UNICEF. What is the name of the band Gomez performed with from 2008 to 2012? The Scene. Okay. So on this side of the table, there is someone who has been on the scene. This person has learned what it was like to be vulnerable. They put a stop to that because they learned that fear of their vulnerability, that fear of their insecurity was causing them to act immature. They realized that insecurity and that vulnerability was causing them to act juvenile. Somebody here on the other side of the table, they like to feed the children. They like to make sure the children have food to eat. This person on the scene in some type of way. Maybe they're always hanging out at the scene. They got a spot that they go to. It's the scene. This person has seen something about you. This person has seen something about you. Some of these people, they think that they better off to go ghost because maybe you got too many options. Somebody here is completely intimidated by your psychic ability, by your intuition, by the fact that you're spiritual. They feel like they can't keep no secrets from you. And so this is a person who knows that if they move forward with you, there's going to be secrets, but you're fucking psychic. So that shit's not going to work. May as well just fucking string her along until she takes off type of vibe. I'll just keep her here until she realizes she need to go. I'm going to go ahead and do what I do. She's going to figure it out eventually because the bitch is psychic, but I'm just going to keep on playing this game. Somebody tell me I'm just going to keep on playing this game. All right, what you need to know. Manifest. The Seven of Pentacles. The King of Cups. Not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call a person, boundaries, still angry. Trust in youth. Each day with you brings a new delight. I look forward to more and appreciate each one I've experienced thus far. And then we have this insect coming out, and it's the wasp or the yellow jacket. Okay. I heard sting like a bee. I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Oh, really? Is that what it is? Somebody here, what you need to know about this person is they're a tricky motherfucker. They come in like they're on that vibe. They're going to talk that talk. They're going to make, somebody here comes in like they make it seem like everything is straight. Okay. They're a fucking distraction. They cause you through the feelings of not dealing, being hurt, avoiding conversations, calls, and persons, boundaries, and angers. It's like you're blocking your own. Look, why he got one hand on his ear when the phone is all the way over there on the other side. So it's like, this is a distraction because if you're busy trying to block that out, you're busy blocking out the voice. But it's hard to block it out when you got it in your space. That's why you had to move it out. You needed to remove it so that way there's no need to block it. It's already it's removed. It's just not here anymore. That's great. Okay, cool. Now I can hear. Now I can hear. So there's something here about what you need to know. Yes, you appreciated these days with this person, but there's something here about trust. When your trust was violated, one more time for emphasis, when your trust was violated, because you did the right thing for the wrong person. Somebody here stabbed in the back. They did something to violate trust. Okay. They came in as though they have had other motives and intentions and fed you a line of bullshit, and then acted in a completely opposite way. So what you need to know, you've already known this energy. You've already experienced this shit. You already know what time it is. You already know somebody is juvenile. What you can trust about this person is that they're going to fucking act juvenile because they are juvenile. This person needs work to do on themselves, and you need to mind your own business, and you need to learn these lessons from this experience, okay? What you need to know, if you do the work, you manifest, which is our magician card, you manifest a mature love. But in this situation, because there's been this blocking out of what's been going on, focusing on the broken wishbone instead of the wish that is granted. In this, you've been creating people who have the emotions but don't know what to do with it or don't take action. In your experience, this is your contribution to the experience. Because you've been, wow, I hope it goes better than last time. In this thought, you're still focused on last time. Okay. In this thought of I hope they're not like my ex, you're still focused on your ex. Just stop. Just freaking stop. Okay. It's a distraction. Wasp energy here. Let's go ahead and see about this wasp energy for our fourth round of I Know Trivia. True or false? Male wasps cannot sting. True. Multiple choice question. Which of the following is not a type of wasp? A mud dauber, a purple emperor, or a tarantula hawk? The purple emperor is not a type of wasp. Okay. And open-ended question. Where do most parasitoid wasps lay their eggs? Thank you for that. Inside other insects. The bell. It was the fourth ring that didn't hit quite right. The fourth. What is the number 4 been about this whole message? The heart chakra. That's why these 2 hearts are crossed out. They didn't hit the heart chakra in some type of way. Your heart chakra is on, honey. But there's one there, and there's a star. I thought I told you, I'm a star. You see the ice? You see the car? Okay. In my world, you see the ice in the car. I gave a ride to one of my clients and her little boy. And he got in the car, and he was like, whoa. I never seen nothing like this before. This is the coolest ever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's what's up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so in this situation, somebody here, what you need to know, they truly do appreciate the time they spend with you, but they're going through some shit where it's like, whoa, this is so cool. I've never seen it before. There's like a freak out going on. We just did a reading about, and the title of it ended up being something about freaking out over an amazing opportunity or something like that. Okay. Go watch it if it vibes. Somebody here, childhood issues. So there might have been some deception. There might have been some manipulation. Somebody is testing you out to try to see what you're really about. They're trying to see where your morals are, where your stance is, something like that. They're trying to find out. They're doing it in a little bit of a deceptive way. I'm getting that. And you're picking up on that vibe I hear. Okay. Something here about male wasps cannot sting. Okay, what you need to know. Ooh, you went through, for somebody here, you went through all these experiences with men, and that never did a thing to you. That never hurt you like that. But as soon as you went through these experiences with women, it was a whole nother game, a whole nother ball game. Okay. Clearly, that's not for everybody. If it's not for you, just hold on. Something's coming out. And something already did. Which of these is not a type of wasp was the purple emperor? So interestingly enough, the purple emperor is not a type of wasp, is what you need to know. So what I get is the true spiritually awakened being is not a type of wasp. The true match, the true mate, the true spiritually awakened mate for your spiritually awakened self is not a type of wasp. Okay. Interesting. I heard any bite or any sting that you receive from the true purple emperor, I heard it feels good. See, you've had the sting of all the hard reasons through all these relationships and connections. You've had these hard stings, the ones that truly hurt. But such great transformation came through all of these. And the purple emperor energy is coming through as your true mate, as your true vibe energy, as your frequency match, as your alignment match, as your soul, higher level soulmate twin flame that is in the vibrationally aligned in frequency match of frequency energy, that you are truly in your highest vibration you've ever been. Okay. This is the purple emperor. He's not a wasp. Somebody here, not a yellow jacket. Okay. Somebody here is not a yellow jacket. Somebody here is not a wasp. Yellow jacket. So somebody does, their vibes will speak loud and their actions will match. I hear. Their vibes will speak loud and their actions will match. Most parasitoid wasps lay their eggs inside other insects. So, interesting. The vampiric karmic relationships that you've had left some stuff that just kept festering in you. You had all this stuff fester in you, and it was related to these fucking yellow jacket wasp ass motherfuckers in your experience. Oh, I love you, but I'm not gonna do nothing about it. It's like, you know what? I don't want to hear your bullshit today. You always talking about you gonna be there, you always be there, and all this shit. You know what? I can't trust you. I'll be a damn fool. Because a juvenile, somebody here is juvenile, but they do love and appreciate you, and that's what they're gonna say. But I love you, I appreciate you, I want more time together with you. All right, let's see what's the guidance for you. One moment, please. Guidance. Shine on crazy diamond. Okay, from Pink Floyd. And it's the diamond energy is coming through with this. Honey, diamond is carbon. It's normal, the same thing that humans are made of, carbon. And it is compressed, put under pressure. Put under pressure. In that pressure, it transforms. It transforms into a new. With that death, just like the phoenix, transforms. And it comes out in a full radiant shine. But before you see that, you got to cut some shit off. So you got that diamond in the rough just looks like another rock to the untrained eye. And it's got to be given to somebody with the skills to help remove, to cut. The jeweler has to, the gemologist, whoever it is, they got to cut all the excess off and put some beautiful facets on it. Honey, it's a detailed work, a very skilled work. Not everybody can fucking do this. Not everybody can do this. But diamond is tougher than anything, and it's shiny, and it's one of the most valuable things for humans on Earth at this time. People's lives have been given in sacrifice or lost or stolen or robbed over diamonds. So, in the guidance, be that diamond, honey. It took you a lot to get here. Be that diamond. They said, read that from the book. All right. Look. Why? Okay, so it takes a while to peel back the pages, to peel back the layers of the onion that you are to become this shining diamond. But honey, you got to do it. All right. Specialized tools needed here. All right. Keywords: believe, realize, harness, enthusiasm, potential, breakthrough. This card symbolizes the positive and powerful energy that now surrounds you. By embracing this energy, you can improve current relationships and draw new ones to you. See yourself in a glowing orb of brilliant golden light. Believe in the power of this light to infuse your relationships with enthusiasm, life, and greater love and understanding. See it moving outward, surrounding all of the people you know and filling them with joy and hope. Visualization can be quite powerful, so use it to magnetize and attract what you want in your life. It is also time for you to let your own light shine. You are an amazing being. You're magnificent. Realizing and believing this is the key to unlocking your personal potential. Be confident in your dealings with others. Use your talents to point relationships in positive, empowering directions. Letting your own light shine will act as a beacon to attract others to you. People of like mind and similar vibration. It will also encourage others to let their own light shine. Harness this amazing energy surrounding you and shining from within you. Use this energy to break through any obstructions that stand in the way of complete happiness. Know that you deserve the best. People are attracted to you when you are joyful, enthusiastic, and confident. Radiate these qualities into the world and see what beautiful things you attract. I shine my light out into the world and joyfully attract all that I desire. This is sun energy, okay? And it relates to the Sun Leo for somebody. So I see here somebody who is observing a person who has been through some things. Yeah, and honesty is everything, okay? Somebody here is getting a payoff right now. You've been through some bullshit. We've talked about great stuff and the not so great stuff. There is a person, a helpful person who is a teacher energy in your environment as well. And this person knows about the scene. This person has been helping feed the homeless for a long time. But I feel that's a strong spiritual vibe, not in the physical 3D. Some of them really are doing that in the 3D. But somebody here, since their juvenile years, they've been actually, whether they knew it or not, creating a spiritual healing, because they knew a lot more than the most around them. But here's the other thing. To be able to do this person had to learn how to be vulnerable, and they also had to learn how to cut things out from their life. So let's see what else we have here. The Prince of Wands coming out in the guidance. God's going to give you a gotta take a dump urge. When it's time to move, it's time to move. If it's not that, then it's not time to move. If it feels like, I don't want to do this right now, you're probably not supposed to do this right now. When you get more in tune with the fact that everything is happening for a reason and that God is here and your spirit team is here and your higher self is here guiding you through the whole thing, you look at the whole experience a little bit differently. The Emperor energy is here in the guidance. Is the gotta take a dump urge could be taking you straight to an Aries person, okay? Could be taking you to take action, to go out and do something, to stand up for yourself, to cut something off, to cut something out, to make that shift from looking at what's not working to what is working, and how is this working for me? Maybe you can't see it. That's okay. Expansion and growth and authority, taking authority in your life. Ascending is the guidance, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So if you're single, you're definitely preparing for union. This is requiring you to see the truth in the light about yourself, to see who and how you really are, and to unleash your power. And we were talking about that heart chakra energy, honey. It's like Care Bear stare. Yeah, that heart energy. And oh, my daughter sent me a video from TikTok. Let's play this lady's TikTok real quick. Hold on a second. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I'm telling you, I love my children. They are amazing. Daughter be on point. Grandsons be on point. Everybody on point. Okay, here we go. We're going to listen to this and watch this together. Here we go.
You guys remember the Care Bear show? Let me explain to you just how real this show is. Remember the Care Bears had powers that would come from their heart, that light would emit from their heart? The human heart does exactly the same thing. Our heart emits light particles or photons at an average of 20 photons per second. But if we use our intention and our emotion, we can increase that rate to up to 100,000 photons per second of light particles emitting from our hearts. And remember the Care Bear stare where they would all stand together and unite their heart powers in order to defeat the evil and dark forces? That's real too. It's called the super radiance effect. It's been studied. When people come together with a specific intention of peace or love, it has been shown to reduce crime, terrorism, and warfare by an average of over 70%. One of those facts that is hidden in plain sight. You guys remember the...
How perfect is that? Because in this energy, there was something, somewhere we read something about, radiance. I think it was with the heart chakra. So that's part of our guidance right there, honey. It's time to Care Bear stare. And do you know when we come together here and we get in this love and peace and happiness, that's a whole vibe. Like that's a whole Care Bear stare. Because we have that Bluetooth connection. We don't have to be in the same room as one another to do it. We don't. We can be in other parts of the world like we are, because, we are the salt of the earth. We're scattered like a beautiful season all over the whole dish of the earth to hold our position where we're at. A lot of you may feel alone a lot of the time because you are constantly having to chip off all the old shit because you're this diamond in the rough, or you're this diamond in the making, or you're this diamond who's got your full gleam on. Wherever you're at in this, you are a diamond. It's time to shine. Know that you're always connected. You're always tapped in. As long as you're tapped in with source, you're tapped in. There's something here about coming into this awareness as a child. I'm hearing coming into this awareness as a child. Okay, it's time to put this out there. It's time to make change with this. It's been a long road to get here. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. So ascending, guidance. This is preparing you for union. This is a period of learning and expansion. There's a spiritual teacher here in your environment. This person's been through a lot of shit. This person's overcome a lot of obstacles to get here. This is about you taking time to find balance in your life because you're about to get a raise, honey. A raise in your vibration, a raise in your frequency, a raise in your income. I heard all of it. And a raise in the amount of love that you're channeling and flowing. I love that. Okay. Familial guidance, familial. Inherited, ancestral, hereditary, generational. Okay, this is going to affect your generations. And look at this. Glorious. This is glorious, filled with glory. filled with radiance, filled with light. Look at this. Unlocking another divine trait. A new card that I just made last night. Unlocking another divine trait. Wow. So I see this is an expansion phase right now that's happening for you. And what it is you're learning that, even though you cut certain energies off, you can ho'oponopono them from a distance. It doesn't mean you don't love them, but you can't handle the distractions right now. You're busy doing this life purpose. And where ones are willing to sit and listen with you, you are going to share your vibe on how they can become bigger. Look at the difference in size here. We're not talking about being bigger than another person, but we're talking about growing your energy field to be bigger than whoever else is in, or whatever else you were yesterday. Thank you. It's not even being about whoever else. It's not a comparison. This ain't a fucking contest. It is really about whatever else is in your experience, holding the higher vibration, raising that vibration in a beautiful way. We have another video that we got to watch here. Hold on. You heard? For emphasis, I didn't even know I had my YouTube playing, but here we go. Off of my Instagram, there's another video I need to show you. Some of you have seen this before. Some of you, this is your first time hearing this. So here we go.
Just one at the level of peace counterbalances 10 million others that are in lower levels of consciousness. One who's at the level of 700, which is enlightenment, counterbalances 70 million. So this is what it looks like visualized. This is a map I made based on the work of Dr. David Hawkins. What this means is that if you're at the level of love, which is 500, this is actually a logarithmic scale. So it's actually 10 to the 500th. The one being who's at 10 to the 500th can balance out the negativity of all of these lower levels of consciousness up to 750,000 individuals. So don't ever think for a second that you don't matter, that your level of consciousness doesn't matter, that you can't help. And this isn't just hearsay. This is using kinesiology muscle testing. So if you really want to make an energetic difference in the world, what can you do? So first, understand that everything that you are doing comes from how you're being. And how you're being is your level of consciousness. So if you let go of these lower levels of consciousness here, you will naturally remember more of your own divinity. Did you know that one being, just one, at the level of...
So that's also in your guidance. Remember that, okay? Whew. For our final round of trivia, as you're unlocking another divine trait, having a glorious ascension that is benefiting not just you, but your family, you're shining your light because you realize that y'all was diamonds, honey, that you're doing the Care Bear stare. You're focusing your attention and your focus and your love and your energy on the beautiful things that you love, on how far you've come, on how much you've accomplished and what else you're going to bring in, rather than looking at the fucking wishes that didn't come true, realizing, well, shit, fuck, what if I would have got that wish that was not granted? I wouldn't be here. Things wouldn't be happening this way if I had the wish back then that I didn't, that I now know really would have, it was a distraction. Okay. But you're coming into after all these obstacles and hills, there is a wish granted coming in. So let's see what we have. Final round of trivia. This is a country we're going to talk about. Turkey is the country. And immediately I see Eddie, what's his name? Eddie what? Eddie something. I can't think of why I can't. Anyway, Eddie something. Somebody here name is Eddie. Eddie's an all right guy. I heard Eddie's an all right guy. Okay. It's time to talk Turkey. Eddie Murphy. Thank you. Now that I said Eddie's an all right guy. Eddie Murphy. It's time to talk Turkey. Okay. So talk Turkey. Get down to the brass tacks. Get down to the root of it. Get down to what's really going on. Get down to the real deal. Get down to the money aspect of it. Get down to the reality aspect of it. Get down to the true. The true. Cloud Atlas. If you haven't seen Cloud Atlas, go watch Cloud Atlas. See how it resonates for you, because I know how it resonates for me. True or false? Turkey allied with Germany in both world wars. False. Turkey sided with the Allies in World War II. Turkey sided with the Allies in World War II. Okay. Multiple choice question. Which one of these seas does not lap Turkey's shores? Is it the Adriatic, the Black, or the Mediterranean? The Adriatic Sea does not lap Turkish shores. Okay. According to the Bible, what Turkish mountain is the final resting place of Noah's Ark? Mount Ararat. The guidance. All right. What the heck? So by you focusing, you siding with the allies, not with the enemy. There's something here about you focusing on your own house, on your own children, on your own heart, and with your own team in some sort of way. Being focused with those who, again, are vibrational and a match to your frequency. Because you already learned what it was like to try to go deal with them enemies. In other words, you know what it's like to try to stay with the relationship with somebody who really ain't your vibe, who really ain't your tribe. You're putting your family first, I hear strongly. You're putting your family first. Adriatic Sea is not part of Turkey's shores, but Black is, and Mediterranean Sea is. Okay. It's not Adrian. For somebody, it's not Adrian. It's not Adrian. Okay. I'm getting the name Adrian. It's not Adrian. You wanted to know if Adrian is the one? No, it's not Adrian. I don't know who you are. Black and Mediterranean. Okay. For somebody, there's a Black Mediterranean person coming into your experience who is going to, or you, somebody's going, a Black person coming into your experience. Somebody's got that Black tone to their skin. They got that Black tone to their genetics. They got that Black tone to their life. They got that Black tone to their mentality. What is that? Okay, there's Black. And they got that melanin popping. Okay. But Mediterranean, is this about somebody has Mediterranean roots? Okay, getting down to your Mediterranean, going to a Mediterranean restaurant. Somebody here, Black and Mediterranean. There's something here about Black and Mediterranean, and it's like on a steady repeat. Okay. What really stood out as I read the trivia questions to you, the final resting place of Noah's Ark is in Turkey. It's called Mount Ararat. What did Noah's Ark contain? Well, I know that it held the 10 Commandments, okay? But we're going to find out. Let's get Siri's help. Hey, Siri. It don't work. Okay, because it's doing something else. Hold on a second. What does the Noah's Ark contain? Noah's 3-deck ark, hold on a second. Noah's Ark contained, why am you, oh, okay, thank you. Noah's Ark contained all the people and all the animals and all the humanity that needed saving. All the humanity that needed saving from the flood of Noah's day. Okay. All right. What did the Ark of the Covenant contain? The Ark of the Covenant is a gold-plated wooden chest that in Jewish and Christian tradition houses 2 tablets bearing the 10 Commandments that were given to Moses by God. Thank you. All right. So the answer was the Noah's Ark. But they can't, I swear to God, for whatever, and I hear myself now, and it's like, what? No, it's because we made you to think of the Ark of the Covenant. Okay. Interesting. So, the Ark of the Covenant didn't come till after Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark was the first physical symbology of something that became partly physical and partly spiritual, the Ark of the Covenant. Okay. Those are principles. that help humanity be in the highest vibration. Okay. And today we sum that up when we say love and peace and happiness for all parties involved, honoring the divine within and the divine without. In other words, the internal divine, and that all else is divine as well. Okay. Human consciousness wasn't ready for that idea back then. That's why we had to give you all these breakdowns of what you could do and what you couldn't do. We narrowed it down to 10. Today we can narrow it down to 3. Today we can narrow it down to 3. Okay. Interesting. All right. Need to look up some fun facts about Mount Ararat. Hold on a second. Mount Ararat facts. Mount Ararat is a snow-capped and dormant compound volcano in the extreme east of Turkey. It consists of 2 major volcanic cones, Greater Ararat and Little Ararat. Greater Ararat is the highest peak in Turkey and the Armenian highland with an elevation of 5,137 miles. Little Ararat's elevation is 3,896 miles. The way they're showing me, listen, guidance, you're both shining. Anywhere where this is relating to you and another person in your experience, one who is a psychic, a healer, a teacher, somebody who's helping you to understand the heart chakra happenings with you because they've been through it too. Okay. There's an elevation happening. Okay. One of you is Greater Ararat and the other of you is Little Ararat. 5,137 miles tall for Greater Ararat. Okay. 5 Hierophant, 1 Magician, 3 Empress, 7 Chariot. Life lessons and spiritual authority in how you use your power. The Greater Ararat is the Greater Ararat. The higher vibrating one is a higher vibrating one because its spiritual authority comes before their own power and their own will, but it's always in harmony, work together to create. Yes, to create with the Empress energy, to create, to love, to nurture. Okay, to love, heavy emphasis on love. And then the 7 to overcome challenges and obstacles, to create that unity, to create that bond, to create that oneness, to bring a unity to situations. And it's funny because we've been talking about breaking off, separating, all that. But now we're talking about unity. Okay. Little Ararat is because you want to, certain things don't go together. Like oil and water don't mix. You're going to waste a whole lot of time trying to mix oil and water, because it'll look like it's going to mix, but as soon as you set it down, guess what? It separates and goes back to its own space. Okay. Little Ararat's elevation is 3,896. Okay. Little Ararat's elevation. So the younger, the newer spiritual energy, the one who has more development ahead of them that you already have developed through, is at Empress energy, Strength energy, Hermit energy, and Lover's energy. So they're in this phase of honoring their self-value, their self-worth, loving, nurturing. They might be a mother. There could be a family of 3 there. Okay. And the Strength card, finding the power and control in these aspects, in these situations. Somebody here is finding their power back from situations surrounding their mommy issues. Okay. And the 9, the Hermit energy, this person is trusting their own guidance. Things are a little bit bleak right now, but they know that if they keep following their guidance from their inner voice and working with their soul, they're going to find the light. And then the 6, this is a connection to come together for a perfect purpose of elevation, of ascension, of learning. Shine your light, do what's right. Shine your light, do what's good. Shine your light if you could, please and thank you, because if y'all don't floss and gloss all this spiritual prowess you have, then the only thing that's flossing and glossing out there is of no fucking consequence, because all this physical shit ain't really what matters. What really matters is our consciousness, our love consciousness, our love, peace, and happiness, our empowerment in that way. That's where all the solutions are. That's where all the solutions are. You can't go get in your car and drive to North Korea and rescue all those starving babies that are there by themselves, or all the elderly who are being thrown out like nothing. You can't make sure they all have dinner tonight. You sure can't. You can't go around your city and feed every last one of these homeless people. But you know what you can do? You can shine the Care Bears stare that shit. Care Bears stare that shit. See them being loved. See them being nurtured. See them being healed. See them being fed. See them being safe. See them being warm. See them being clothed. See them. See them. And shine that love energy towards it. That's the power that you have. That's where you have power. That's where ascension happens. You don't have to control the physical energy out there. You let the physical energy be a response to your spiritual prowess, your spiritual power, your spiritual ability. And do this in your own life, not just about large scale issues that are going on out there in the world. All right. We've reached the conclusion of our reading. We're going to read our last message today. Put some in the comments. Let me know how it resonates. Let me know where this is touching you. Let me know how it's helped you. Because I love that confirmation. I just love it. And it's also a beautiful indicator of who's watching the video and when. Because these videos are going to be here. I don't take my videos down. I really don't. And so you can see, okay, there was like twice that I did. Why does that even matter? Out of all the thousands of videos that I did leave up, does the twice that I took down matter? Yes. You took down 2 messages. Why? Because you weren't ready to face what was there. You were more worried about this physical experience. Oh, shit. Okay, thank you. Lesson. But that was a long time ago. We ain't have that problem no more. We just do what we do. Yes, channel through. Okay. So, yeah, if you send your donation for a personal question, let me know where I can confirm that in the comment box right now and put your question in. If you didn't, that's fine. Keep coming back for these free readings. That's why I do them, so you could watch them. Share them with somebody. Post them on your social. It's all good. Okay, if not, that's fine. Whatever it is what it is. It's all good. All things working out for a perfect outcome anyways, no matter what we do. Okay. For your final message. Dear you, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance. Take a step back and do nothing but observe. Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, and look at how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity, which comes from being open to information from both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of observer, it is as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of this information gathering and decision-making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now. You'll be glad you did. And for some of you, you're stepping right back to family, and some of you are stepping right back from family. Apply it as it resonates, honey. It is what it is. So, with all that being said and done, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in, love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks.